Let's get this money. You good?
Oh,
Well,
I don't see him. How can I see all ya?
in the top right,
You swipe.
Oh, leave? I bet. Nah.
change it to I think it's like gallery view or something like that. Y'all
I
good?
don't know how to do it. It's whatever though.
Word, we're live. Welcome to another quarantine edition of the Neapolitan Ice Cream Podcast. Your boys Christian, Joe, and Will here.
Yes, it
Back
is.
at it on another beautiful Sunday in captivity.
Almost forgot what day it was.
Kinda, yeah.
Which is
Be
very
like that.
easy to do.
This does
Very
not
easy to
feel
do.
like Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was having a blast last year. This weekend.
Instagram keeps telling me I was having a blast last year. Well, this is what you were up to last year. You had bottles. You were in a different country.
Right.
That shit is depressing.
Yeah, it hit me like earlier this week. Like, yo, I'm over this now. Like 100% over this. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure, like, I came to the realization that I'm thinking we're gonna have to deal with this like the whole rest of the year. Unfortunately.
Yeah, in some capacity.
Like, yeah, because like they're talking about second wave is coming.
Same wavy.
Yeah, it ain't waving. They're saying the second wave is coming, and they keep talking about the new normal, about how we're gonna just have to adjust to doing things a different way. Hey, I've been seeing all of this shit.
Yeah, I've been seeing people talk about like the new normal and how I hate that phrase, by the way. With like,
Do you?
yeah, because if I was in Nebraska or something, it's the same shit. Like, life ain't changing for you. You don't see nobody anywhere.
I mean, but even
There's
in
never more than
Nebraska,
6 people in the store.
yeah, but even in Nebraska, you probably still gonna have to wear a mask though.
Will I? There's probably
Yeah.
more people in my building than in the state of Nebraska.
There probably is, but that mask thing's been mandatory. I don't. That's the thing, though. I'm seeing that they're talking about the new normal and how we're gonna have to adjust to doing things differently for a long time. But then I go on my Instagram story, and it seems like
People
everybody
getting
is
lit.
having a blast. Like, it's house parties every weekend. Like, I'm looking at videos in Florida. It looks exactly the same. It looks like Memorial Day last year. I'm like, is this highlights or this is happening right now? Like, I'm just seeing it all over. And then like I follow people in like Europe, they're wilding out there like it's regular. I'm like, yo, is it not a pandemic or is it just me? Like, I ain't getting no invites to no house parties.
I ain't getting no invites.
Yeah, I'll say no, but like, dang, I ain't even get an invite. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I've been seeing a bunch of some people's lives hasn't changed since this shit started. Like I've seen people, the same people are still out every weekend, like
same
at a
people,
house
right.
party, out drinking, out doing God knows what.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
So I think that we're
Probably
gonna
don't.
What are you gonna say?
Go. Let's go.
I was gonna say, do y'all think that this mask thing is really gonna be here for the long haul?
I think so, but I hope not. Cause I don't like it.
What's the time frame of the long haul?
Past this year.
No.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
I hope not.
I'm not doing it.
I think it's gonna be able to come
It's wishful thinking. I don't think so, but
How am I wear a mask in a restaurant?
Yeah, you can't eat.
Yeah, you have to take it off.
You can't eat. Yeah.
I think as we start to reopen slightly and gradually, I think the more we'll start to realize what we can do gradually and make things better, and realize that maybe we can move forward and live with it, and that we've contained it to a point. Yes, we'll start to be a lot more careful, a lot more conscious of our efforts and movements, and then I think we can gradually get there. Time frame wise, it's tough to say. I really don't know. I just I think the country's moving quickly, whether it be good or bad is you know, one's opinions. But in specifically for New York, maybe I could see the mask thing lasting through summer for sure, and then into fall. But late fall, I don't know if they'll be here by late fall, but that depends.
I think especially
But
late fall.
they're saying that's when the
Yeah,
second wave.
yeah, I know, I get that because it combines with flu season, but I don't know.
Also, when is flu season and all this shit over then? Because like flu season just ended, then it's allergy season, and then it's back to flu season again. What the fuck? It's always something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know if the human element and us just being like fuck this shit will start to kick in. If it hasn't already, I was saying if it hasn't already. I'm saying I'm saying like on a larger scale. If it won't kick in,
New York can't survive the summer like this.
Yeah, it's getting to me now. It's like, yo, I can't take this, bro. Like,
if fuck this shit is like right here, I'm like right there.
Speaking of like bars and all that, I've seen a post talking about how there's like in other countries how they're battling the social distancing thing, and I've seen some weird shit. For example,
Like
there's
what?
one post right here where they're putting mannequins in the chairs to create space between people. Can I see that?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen other photos.
So there's that. Y'all fuck with bumper cars?
I do.
We're just gonna have to wear the shit.
Bumper tables, my nigga.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of fire.
Oh, no, it ain't. Bumper tables. You ever been to prison before?
No.
Now you can eat like you're in prison.
What the fuck is that?
A glass table. You know how when you're in prison, you got to talk to them through the phone? They
That's lit.
Glass. You know what I mean? Fucking around and play Battleship with each other.
I know what you were about to show me when you say you haven't been to prison before.
Yeah, if you don't fuck with mannequins, you got a little panda sitting next to you.
When was the last time you played Battleship?
It's been a long time.
I don't even know if I've ever played it properly, to be honest.
All right.
Why wouldn't you have played it properly?
I played it in summer camp.
What was hard to figure out about Battleship?
It just didn't seem fun. It's like, I'm shooting A7 or whatever. It's
you just suck.
It's a mathematical game.
Huh? And people always used to cheat and be like, nah, you missed.
But then that's when you put then you're supposed to put your miss mark. And then you'll eventually judge.
I didn't even know there was miss marks.
Oh, so you didn't know the rules.
I don't think you played the game.
That's what I just said. I said I don't think I've ever played properly.
No, I don't think you ever played the game.
How are you telling me? I sat in front of the fucking board.
I don't know how you couldn't figure out those mix marks when there's two different colors of fucking pins and shit.
You probably never played at a summer camp or somewhere where there's public pieces that shit always goes missing.
So it always ended up that one color was left?
I don't know, man.
Exactly.
Anyway, off of what about Battleship?
Oh, that's what those tables look like.
Yeah, yeah. Like where you have the wall.
And this is another solution.
What is that?
Looking like a fool. You're having floaties on top of your head to create 6 feet distance between you and your table mates.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. We have to start doing.
They already have that in Walmart.
It's retarded. These are what our parks are looking like.
Slow.
6 feet. I wonder what you can't do it in the subway.
No, you can't. You caught the T-shirt? What? I just peeked. Oh yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
He gets money.
You already know what time is it. You already know.
What's up?
Nah, I got it for retail. It wasn't.
Podcast checks coming through.
It wasn't the young. It was only 40. But yeah, so there's that. One funny post that I did see about this corona thing. It's played out now, but we already know how the DJ is gonna act when we come on. Like, if you survive coronavirus, make some noise. You already know they're gonna do that shit. Crazy.
They just be better playing some
That's
shit. I'll tell you that much. I ain't wait 6 months to not go out just to hear some bullshit when I do.
Is that bullshit?
What? You gonna yell "shut the fuck up" at them?
I might.
I'm curious to know like what else.
All
is
these
gonna come
DJs
out
better
of.
be hungry because they ain't been getting paid. They've been doing like Instagram, whatever the fucks. Y'all
I
better
just
come
hope they're
back.
creative.
Y'all better
I
come
want to
back
know what
ready.
else is going. They're going because you know that people are gonna play off of
Your
it, the
sets
whole
better be
coronavirus
fire.
thing.
Yeah.
I can already hear like rap bars using coronavirus.
I've already heard them.
Coronavirus with the grip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coronavirus on the clip. Leave you
I've
6 feet
heard
under.
I've heard the
Yeah.
Call
baby
that
and
social
Offset.
distancing and shit.
I think the baby and Offset have both used Corona, reference Corona.
I'm sure they all have. I just want this shit to be over.
Yeah, but don't know if that's happening soon.
Can't go nowhere.
I mean, that's not true. You can, but
And do
you
what?
choose not to. You could
You can go.
you could go and meet up with people.
No,
You
I
can
mean
meet up
leave
with
the.
friends.
So fuck that. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
I
leaving the
haven't been.
country.
I haven't. Well, that's slow for the year at least.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I know I could leave my house and go meet up with people.
I haven't done that since the last pod. I
Me
haven't
neither.
grouped up. I haven't been in a group of people since.
Maybe you should
Yeah.
start. Might help you
Ah.
recover.
No, I don't miss
me?
that.
All right. Fine.
I still talk to all the people I fuck with.
All right.
If I haven't spoken to you during this quarantine, it's probably because I don't fuck with you.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Damn. All right, dog.
But we were some other non-corona related news. We were talking about like that whole call her daddy shit and that whole drama that's boiling down between them. And
Yeah, that was super inescapable.
yeah, every podcast was using that for content because they know nothing else to talk about.
So is that what we're about to do?
No, but I don't really give a fuck about their whole podcast situation. Like I don't care what they got going on. I ain't listening to them. But from what I've gotten, it basically boils down to one of the chicks started dating some dude, and then they started negotiating, and basically the dude has influenced their whole podcast and where they want to go with the business.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to talk about like relationships getting in the way of the bag, or just like business, I guess, in general. Have you ever had a relationship that has caused you to either lose a job, money and opportunity, even connections, a friendship?
No, because
No.
I'm too disciplined to let like people outside alter my decision making or change exactly who I am. I know how to stay straightforward. If I have something made up in my mind, I'm most likely gonna commit to it and be determined to make that shit work. I don't let like outside opinion just like deter me for what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean? I don't think that can happen to me, but vicariously, I've had witnessed and experienced it through other people and seen how it just like sabotaged.
But I feel like
their
everyone
whole-
says they don't think that could happen to them.
I don't
Wow.
think that can happen to me, but
Yeah, but I feel
Could
like
be
everyone
wrong.
feels that way.
well,
What if your
Niggas
girl
be
makes
wrong.
more money than you? Like eventually, like not maybe not now, but later down the line, she gets
Oh.
a huge promotion and wants to move. But the promotion requires moving.
moving to where? Like away?
Yeah, let's say like Cali or something.
All right, go for it. We broken up then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, shorty?
Say what up.
It's popping, Nia. Wait, so you would dead the relationship just like that?
Not just like that. It's it's been a good run.
You
know what I mean?
That sounds like just like that.
It's been all right.
Been a good run. We did that. You know what I mean? Like
We did that. All right, what if you have kids?
yeah. Huh?
What if you
She
have
can't
kids?
just bounce. She can't just bounce.
All right, but all right, what about, let's say the roles are flipped, right? You get a nice opportunity, new job. you still love her. This is the love of your life. You want to be with her. You want to relocate.
I'll bring the idea to her. If she's not with it, then we can't leave. I'm not
You
just
can't
gonna
leave?
do it. Nah.
Okay, so you would choose her over the...
Nah, it's an opportunity. Just because it's an opportunity doesn't mean you have to take that decision. If my mind was already made up on what my plans and goals was, if my plan was to eventually leave, one, she'll know that beforehand. Two, when that opportunity comes, she's gonna know. And if she's ready, she's coming. If she's not, it's slow.
That's
I
fair.
think it's typically a lot more complicated than that, but whatever.
Yeah, it always
Yeah,
is.
but that was the hypothetical. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I guess I wouldn't say I would never let it happen because I don't know. I think I'm a little bit more open-minded, but
yeah, I'm very open-minded.
and no, to answer your original question, no, it hasn't happened to me, and I kind of hope it never does because I would prefer to be put into a situation where I'm a bit more in control, and that it just seems a little bit more. Not so much in control, but I think a little bit more. The way it's phrased seems like it's conflicting, and I hope it doesn't have to be conflicting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think. I mean, one, no, it's never happened to me. Two, I think it's gonna depend on like individual situations too, like whatever everyone has going on at whatever time happens. I think it is more complicated than anyone like can ever predict it to be, just because you don't know how you're gonna feel, you don't know the opportunities, you don't know how they feel. What if, let's say, I'll use this as a specific. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say like, it doesn't always happen with business from my perspective, but I do see a lot of girlfriends come in the mix and they're like, "Yo, you can't be friends with this person anymore."
Well, that's what I was gonna. That was my next like point too, because it seems like that whole podcast situation broke down, and now it fucked up their friendship too. Like they can't be friends either. And I've seen a bunch of situations where either partners don't like them talking and having friends with people, and also that. But with our example, like, what if like whoever you were dating said, "I don't like this podcast you're doing. I want you to stop."
That's slow. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I did want y'all to get a girl, and she said you can't do that, and y'all do it. You'd be the most bitch made nigga of all time, son. What? That'd be crazy. Yeah. You know what's crazy? Because there are like they're simps. They was like, all right, she said it.
She said it.
Yep. No, if it's something like that where it's stop the podcast, there's no way I could see a girl being in a relationship with any of us who, if they didn't fuck with the podcast, because this is who we are. So
they could not like it, but you're not gonna tell me to stop.
All right, basically, yeah, but then you're not experiencing who you really are. And then
that's the thing.
Probably gonna be
I don't expect my girl to like listen to every episode for an hour and a half.
All right, no, all right, and that, all right, fine. In that sense, then yeah. But in terms of like, I don't like your like I don't like you doing the podcast, or I don't like your podcast. Like that's fine, I guess, but
you don't have to like it. You just have to be okay with me doing this shit.
Yeah. No,
yeah. For example, if I would have like come across a chick and she's high, I bag her and find out she's a feminist and she hear one of our episodes, it's a wrap. Like,
no, why is it a wrap?
The misogynistic shit we say on this podcast.
It's not that misogynistic. We got to stop giving ourselves that. I don't think we say that much misogynist shit.
I'll just say it's very easy to be perceived as misogynistic.
They're not funny. Like, we go hard, and it's not. I mean, it's just not regular. Like,
it's your opinion.
Thoughts. Yeah, it comes off misogynistic. It's misunderstood misogyny.
Misunderstood is what it is.
Misunderstood misogyny, man. But it's all good.
So when you say a woman isn't funny and she takes offense to that, you don't think she has the right to take offense to that?
No, you have every right to take offense to that.
Huh?
You have every right to take offense to that. I probably did not phrase that correctly either, but
You said it multiple times.
no, the original point I was trying to make is that men don't find women as funny as women find women funny. That's the overarching. Because there's funny women. Like I fuck with Issa from Insecure.
Yeah, backtracking and shit. Yeah.
Stepping on eggshell.
Nah, it's true though.
All right, true. Tell them how you really feel. Go ahead.
Damn, what were we talking about before that?
Having friendships get ruined over something.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't see a situation where I would ever be in a relationship with someone that expects me to do that. So
That's fair. The woman I'm with can't accept me for who I am. There's no point. You know what I mean? Like, it won't go anywhere if that's the case. Yeah. But with that whole Call Daddy shit, I think the worst thing about it is that they went into this as friends. I don't know how good their friendship was, but it seemed like what broke it apart was money. They let money tear apart their whole entire friendship. So because they got too greedy, wanted too much money, and now one's getting none, and now the one's getting paper.
And at least the perception that it's coming off is one of them wasn't even open to like either hearing other opinions or whatnot, and it's just a fixed mindset thing. And I think it goes down to I think it's if you have a fixed mindset, like it's really tough for me to either get along or maybe an established relationship or just friendship or whatever with someone with a really fixed mindset, because how can you, like, eventually you're going to have disagreements and arguments, and if you can't get past that, if you can't grow from on each other, then what's the point?
I remember
that's
even
what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, even since I was young, I've been always scared of the whole mixing business with pleasure, or like seeing how like friendships and families get torn apart over things like money or trying to make money together. Like the whole idea is like, yo, you and your homies as kids, yo, when we get older, we're gonna be rich together. We all gonna be doing this. So that's a cool idea and concept. But then when you really dig into it, it can tear apart when business doesn't go right. Like if your homie's slack and you tell them like, yo, you're not doing your part, and we're trying to make this money together. You need to step it up. And you take offense to that, and then y'all getting like arguments and fights over money and shit like that. It's wild to me. So just to see that play out the way it did with them, it's like, yo, y'all best friends. Y'all call each other like sisters and shit like that. And then now y'all can't get along anymore over money. It's whack.
Especially, you'd think with so much success that they had, or seemingly success they had, you'd think they'd be like, at least, yo, like, look at what we've established.
In a short amount of time.
But that's usually short. That's usually when, like, with the big success is usually when it all falls apart.
But it's a shame. That's my point. It's sad that you'd think, hey, look how much we've progressed and look how much we've accomplished, and here's a chance to potentially celebrate it. Like they already, like they were fucked to begin with. If Barstool wasn't kind enough to even make them offers, they didn't have to. They owned them. They own the content. It's over at that point. At least they're being like what I mean. Of course, it makes sense for them to give in a little. Like it's a successful podcast. They should have at least a little bit more influence or intake. Probably neither of the sides thought it would accomplish what it would. So of course, but you know, according to them, their contract was renegotiable after a short period of time, which you'd kind of hope your podcast or content or art or whatever would be, because shit happens. Success happens. You'd hope, you know, there's at least a bit more control. And even from on both sides, you'd hope you'd have a little bit more control. But then at the same time, it's a give and take. So it just seems to me, it's sad to see that happen. It's a shame, but I also don't think they're too bright of people. So
man.
I don't. I mean, I've listened to. Whatever. It's my opinion. Homie fucked up.
They got to be doing something, right?
I mean, they have an audience that finds them entertaining. So kudos to that.
Yeah, I
Not my-
respect it. Grano did. It doesn't work for me. I tried to listen to him. It doesn't
No, I
work for
should
me.
have
I
asked, but
respect that. Yeah. They have like a cult following, so I respect that. You know what I mean?
but that's the thing
Yeah.
too. Like back to when you said that they grew so quickly. I think part of that is true is like just how like they don't have I don't because listening to all their background stories, they didn't know each other for way that much longer
No,
than when they started the
been,
podcast. It's not like they had a
yeah,
relationship that lasted a couple of years before.
from childhood or
And then like they built this thing slowly and were really grinding. I mean, they were within 2 years, they were like the number one podcast on, Barstool or whatever the fuck it was. So that shit just came mad quick, and you don't have that strong bond to withstand that type of shit.
Right.
It makes you wonder if they were putting on a front, like when the camera or the mic goes on.
Probably.
Like what's it like? See, that's the thing. Like the thing about us, like we're talking the way we would normally talk, with maybe some slight filtering, but
right. No F words.
Like there are other podcasts out there. No F words.
Yo, wild.
But the other podcasts out there, like they're more so business partners.
Yeah, I always
try to mesh, and like when it comes off, when they're off mic or off camera, their relationship is different. I mean, sometimes you could hear it. Sometimes people are that good and talented that maybe you don't, but you could probably hear it.
Yeah, I always think about it. Like when you look at podcasts, like how many of them are really friends outside of the show? How many of them do this as a team when they only link on the show, and then after that they'll go their own type of way? We be on here talking, and then 10 minutes later we're on Xbox like shooting niggas together. So I don't know. I don't know how people like. Maybe that's a plus for us. Like we have our friendship for over a decade, so we know each other well.
That fucks with the podcast and like listens to it, like the main strength they say we have is our chemistry and just like
we had to build that. I remember listening to like the first 10 episodes, like, yo, what the fuck? Then
but that's
it's a little bit different when you have to structure it.
And then we never had
it becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, we never had experience recording anything or doing anything like it. None of us. So
like, how many times on live do we talk over each other?
Yeah, exactly.
Here we've at least learned.
Yeah, we don't put that out for everyone.
Put what out? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not like we have to get people, put it as a show.
Yeah.
I had another question, but so with that situation, let's say you have like your dream, right? Whatever each one of your individual dreams, like your biggest goal in life, you have that. Is there anything or any person, obstacle, anything that you would drop that for, or do you see?
Wait, what?
Let's say whatever your opportunity, like whatever your ideal, your number one dream is in life, right?
Okay.
For an example, let's say it's to get this podcast to a place where we can do this full time, live off of it. It's something we can like do as a full-time profession.
Okay.
And do you see there being any circumstance where you would choose someone or something over whatever your biggest dream is? If that makes sense.
Yeah, it'll have to be more important. Like family and health is more important.
Okay.
That's pretty. Other than that, I think off the top of my head, I think I gotta go for it. I won't like sell out people or like, you know what I mean, like OD. Yeah. I won't like if they say, yo, we want to sign y'all, but one of y'all members gotta like fall back. Nah, it's slow.
Yeah. And it would definitely come down to,
I hate these motherfuckers.
Family health, like what you said.
I already know what time is it.
Yeah, you know what that means.
But yeah, it would come down to family and health. Like if my mom didn't live near me, and she was sick and that she needed my assistance, then absolutely. Wife, kids. But But for the most part, no. And you know what? The truth of the matter is, too, with that exception, I don't see much other way of that actually interfering besides that. So, an ideal circumstance.
So just another hypothetical. Let's say we have $1 million offer for this podcast or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, but we all have some sort of internal beef with one another and we're not getting along as well as we have. No, but the person giving the offer does not know that, right? They think that it's all good. They hear our podcast, we sound normal, but we got friction between us.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all comfortable making, and then each of us don't know where this podcast is going. Are y'all comfortable taking that $1 million offer knowing we got beef and it might not work out in the long run?
I am, because I feel like we can fix it.
Well, first of all, it'd have to be discussed amongst us, though.
Right. It ain't no one person decides.
Situation.
Like, so if one person doesn't want to do it, but two people do, then it's
we would have to talk it out, and I think I'd be comfortable enough to figuring out between us three that the decision.
Yeah, well, business, it can't just be majority wins. It has to be like everybody.
Absolutely. And it's like a jury. It's like a jury. Honestly, you have to all be. Agree. Yeah. So I wouldn't. I couldn't see that happening, at least with us. I'd hope not.
Right.
But it comes down to a trust factor, honestly.
Right.
And I trust y'all. I think.
Right.
So we would come up with the right decision.
Oh.
What?
You said I trust y'all. I think.
Nah, he was mid-sentence.
You cutting me off.
I agree with everything y'all said. I think Neapolitan ice cream is really the three of us. Without one of us, or without it being a whole, it's not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
The chances of someone buying Neapolitan ice cream carton and finishing one flavor is rare. Why would you buy the Neapolitan ice cream?
All right, so what do we have?
You can only eat one flavor.
Say, yo, I'm down to finish one flavor tonight.
You don't buy Neapolitan ice cream. You buy chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. That's it.
What you said, that's the only flavors you can find.
Go to another supermarket.
What situation? How does that even work?
You ever be at the bar or the club, the lounge?
And she comes up to us and says, I want to fuck one of you, but you decide?
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
We roll a dice. That's it. That's how we determine rooms on vacations and shit.
Yeah. Rules. Everybody knows the rules.
Yeah. I keep that shit with me.
Yeah, your shit loaded. That shit failed you last time.
Oh man, it failed me three different houses. Had to fight Jacob for one room.
Yeah, I was wilding. Y'all did us wrestling for a room. Me and Janine just sitting there.
Wait, so you have the next worst luck after me?
I guess so. I guess he does.
Yeah.
All right, because I'm always the one that ends up on the fucking.
Yeah, them niggas was wrestling for the better room. That shit was crazy.
That was all him. He want to flip the coin.
You're mud wrestling.
Pause.
Yo, oil wrestling.
You're wilding. You never oil wrestled no man. All right, y'all got anything else?
No. Wait, did you win the fight?
Yeah, I won.
Oh, no.
Did it? Oh, spectator says you didn't.
Who?
Joe said you didn't win that.
I got the room.
I wasn't there. I didn't see this.
Yeah, what the fuck you mean?
I thought I heard.
I didn't see who went. I said, oh.
Oh. I thought you said no.
I said, oh, nah, I ain't seen the finish. I recorded it. It's on my story. They were just rumbling for the room. I'm like, I'm going back to the living room and watch TV.
Yeah, that was OD. Anything else? Oh, y'all see the hat on Joe? Yeah, that's right. Merch coming soon.
Keep it out, son. Keep it out.
On the way.
Neapolitan gang.
You can rep the gang now.
Yeah.
Not now, but you know, we're working on it.
Yeah.
Merch coming
Pre-order
real
now.
soon. Yeah, get
$150.
your orders in. You're gonna see the gang look real fly real soon.
Hypebeast's gonna come out soon too. They're all gonna come flopping out.
I cannot wait till we get a Supreme collab so I could charge people like
I gotta be honest,
$50,000 a piece for that shit. I'm gonna be on a Supreme t-shirt if they offer it. Hell yeah.
I'm not collabing Supreme.
When they throw that,
the disagreements.
All three, remember, all three gotta agree.
Yeah.
I'm not with it.
you're not
Under any
with a Supreme collab?
circumstances.
No.
Why not?
Under any circumstances?
That's sellout. That's sellout dollars.
How?
Cause you don't rock Supreme.
I have a Supreme hat on right now.
Show me.
That's just a starter.
No, I'm not showing you. No, it's not.
It's starter.
No, it's not.
I'm not showing.
That's the starter.
No, it's a dollar sign.
Oh, it is a dollar sign.
Yeah.
It looked like
That's
the
Supreme
starter
for real?
logo.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it is. Wow, he sold out already.
This shit is like 12 years old.
He was rocking Supreme before Supreme.
Okay. That ice cream collab is gonna be lit though. I see it.
That would be nice.
But yeah, we're working on some merch. Hopefully I can see it real soon.
Hopefully.
Any last words?
We about to go into June. This is crazy.
I go back and listen to our other episodes where we were just talking about like how all this shit is not gonna happen, and we couldn't.
Did I say anything like that?
I don't know. I don't think that none of us saw us going going into June.
No, not. Yo, it might be slow for summer.
It's already slow. What do you mean it might be? We're in summer.
But like we might not have fun.
I'm gonna have fun.
I'm gonna remain positive.
I'm trying to be as optimistic. It hit me like last week, like yo, it might be slow.
Word.
How do you date in this type of thing?
Like this.
It's crazy. Can't even get a shape. And that's another thing. I keep seeing people getting shape ups and haircuts. Where? There's one thing I want is that.
Yeah.
You don't have your barber's phone number?
I do, but
I'm trying to be responsible.
Well, there's the difference.
yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people with haircuts and all that this week. I'm like, how? Why? Where? Who are they trying to impress?
Word.
Anyways.
All right, this shit is about to cut off.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, happy fucking
it's a
Memorial
holiday.
Day.
Wow.
Yeah. Happy Memorial Day. Oh,
Yeah,
let me know if there's a
Memorial.
barbecue popping off somewhere. And on that note,
Yeah.
don't kill us.
Yeah.
What?
We'll be back real soon. I feel it. Pause. All right.
This is what?
You're still recording?
Deuces.